Good afternoon, Faith Community Church. We are here today with a little bit of an update. Some things have changed on a county level regarding us and church services, and I asked Pastor Caleb if he could bring us as a church up to speed. So let us know what's happening.
Yeah, we serve a God who answers our prayers. And we don't always get to know exactly how God's going to answer our prayers, but there are certain moments where He gives us exactly what we've been asking for. So we've been asking that God would continue to preserve our freedom. We have a constitutional right in this nation to gather together, to assemble, and to worship God in our churches. And God is preserving that right here in LA County. LA County on Saturday ruled that churches can go back indoors. The Supreme Court had already ruled in New York saying that government officials can make no law concerning the free practice of religion. And so now they are conforming to that law, and they've given us freedom to go back indoors. So I just want to say thank you to all of you guys who have been praying, and I want to challenge you to be getting on your knees now and thanking God for this answer to prayers. It is such a blessing to live in a country where we have freedoms like this, and these freedoms will continue as we faithfully pray, as we vote our consciences, and as we just faithfully pursue God in our worship of Him.
Yeah, and I love the timing of this and this ruling that came down over the weekend, and how does this affect us going forward, and especially with the Christmas Eve services coming up in a couple days?
Yeah, so Christmas Eve we're going to have 3 services. I've been sharing that, and one of the exciting things is these services are indoors. We don't really have an outdoor venue where we could do Christmas Eve at night when it's freezing cold, and so now this is completely legal. We're not breaking any rules here. We don't need to worry about a health officer showing up and citing us. And so we have the freedoms that we usually have on Christmas Eve. Now, with that said, we're still gonna be safe.
Right.
There is a real virus. There's real cases increasing in the Antelope Valley. And when we were visited by the health officer and he inspected us, he was impressed with what he saw. He said, other than breaking the no more than 10 people in a building rule, you're conforming to our safety standards, and we're going to continue to conform to those safety standards. We're going to ask you, as we've been asking all along, make a faith-based decision for what that means for you as an individual, as a family. Conform to your own conscience. We are also going to have live stream available. So our Christmas Eve service, I'm super excited about it. The live stream is going to be available during our 3rd service. So our service times are 3, 4:30, and 6 o'clock. It includes stations of the Advent, where we're going to walk through the different stations of the Advent. Those are going to be available on our live stream also. We're going to take photos of all the artworks that our artists have put out, and at the beginning of the live stream, you'll see those. We'll go through those in slides, and then we'll have our service. We have just a lot of special music planned for Christmas Eve. I'm really excited about it. We're going to read the Christmas story. I've written a story I'm going to share with you all. So I'm really looking forward to gathering together and just celebrating our Savior's birth. So once again, 3, 4:30, 6 o'clock. We'd love to see you here. If you can't make it here, it's going to be the 6 o'clock service that we'll live stream.
Cool. And one of the things that you have told us all along during this period on the staff level is not to just throw caution to the wind in all of our ministries, and we have adapted ministries and changed, and to the frustration of some and to the delight of others. And so I want to emphasize that we want to be safe and to be protecting our people. But for us as a church during this time, what are things that we could be doing or should be doing moving forward? Yeah,
there's 2 things I would want to leave our church with that I want to challenge our community to be doing. One is continue to pray. I hope that this season has created in you a diligence in prayer and pursuing God. Pray specifically for our leaders. Our local leaders. We're blessed to have a mayor here in Palmdale who is pro-church, who's supporting us, to have a city manager in J.J. Murphy who supports what we're doing here. Pray for those guys. Pray for our county supervisors. Pray for our county health department. Pray for our governor. Pray for our president, whoever that is right now, whoever that's going to be in January. Pray for our leaders. Pray for this time of transition. Pray for peace in our land. Just be faithfully diligent in prayer. And then the second thing that I'm hoping we've gained through this, I believe God brings us into trials to equip us, to add something to us. And I know what's been added to me in this is just a higher value of gathering in person. And I just hope that as we go forward, as we haven't been able to legally gather together for more than 9 months, I'm hoping that there's just this higher value for what we have. Sometimes when you have a freedom taken away, and then it's given back, it heightens that value. You didn't realize what a blessing it was to have that freedom to gather, and we do now. And have that at such a high value that gathering together is worth whatever struggle it takes to come together as a church in fellowship and worship together.
Yeah, we've definitely seen that it's essential. It's needed for us as believers to be able to practice the one another's with each other. And so thank you for being with us during this long 9-month journey, and today is definitely a day worth celebrating and thanking God for his blessing and his grace that he's given to us. And so we hope that you would, after this video, maybe just spend a few minutes in prayer, thanking God, and then also praying for our leaders and us as a church going forward. So thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you have a Merry Christmas and hope to see you coming up on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for listening.